So, while I wait for people to hop on, I'm just putting in the comments what this is. So this is our live Q&A, which I'm loving. I might be doing weekly. I'm not sure, but it is so much fun. I always forget how to pin it, but oh dear, I don't know how to get back now. There we go. So there you go. As you jump on, as you watch the replay, let me know if you're watching the replay. Let me know where you're watching this from so I can come back and connect with you before the replay disappears after 24 hours. I am Lisa Falconer from lisafalconer.com. Let me quickly put my phone on silent so it doesn't go off again. Oh, good. So today I've chosen a few questions that got asked. I'm going to be answering them live. So I'm enjoying these live Q&As because you can ask me questions about dating, love, relationships, etc., where you're stuck. I answer them live to give you some help into creating and manifesting the relationship that you desire. I'm super pumped about them, and this is my passion. I can talk about it all day long. It's so exciting. But in case you can't hang out with me for the whole entire live stream, I just want to let you know that today I officially have opened the card to my Attract the Man of Your Dreams live interactive course. I'm super pumped. It's going to be at the lowest price I ever offer it because it is going to be a better course, and I'm going to double it the next round. So if you are being pulled, if you're ready to finally do what it takes to manifest that perfect someone, that Mr. Right, and have the relationship that you desire, go to the link, sign up today. There's some epic bonuses too, so I'm super excited about that. Okay, so let's get into today's live Q&A. If you do jump on live, or if you do have a question before this Q&A disappears from my story, quickly comment them below and I will still get back to you. I'll either answer them here if it's a quick, yes, no answer kind of thing, but if it's a bit of a more detailed response, I will answer them on the next Q&A probably next week because I love them so much. So the first question, I've had to keep the message because it is a bit of a longer message, but I'm going to give you the summary just so you make sense of the question because you probably might be feeling the same thing. So this lovely person, I'll keep her anonymous because she did message me. I don't want to drop name bombs, but she has pretty much started dating someone a few months ago. I've picked up on that the boyfriend that she hasn't let go of the past and still not hung up on his ex, but he's still very hurt by his ex and has a lot of guilt and all these mixed emotions. And she's been, I think, trying to help him and wanted to know if she should pretty much maybe suggest some professional help to let go of the past, to let go of his ex. She's worried about staying as close as she is now and help him because she'll probably still get hurt, so she doesn't think she's the best person. So in saying all of this, I believe you attract what your vibrational match to. So for instance, there's a reason why you've been attracted to someone that is still hurt by the ex, okay? And we are all 100% responsible for how we're feeling. So you can't be responsible for how he's feeling. It's up to him. In the same sense, we are all capable of healing. We are all capable of moving forward and letting go of anything in our energy field or what's holding us back. But it needs to come from us. So you might know that he's hurt. You might know that he needs to heal from his ex and move on so he can form this beautiful relationship with you. But he needs to be the one to acknowledge that, not you. Do you sit back and just do nothing? No. You can still hold the space. You can still manifest him letting go of the past, him forgiving whatever's happened in the past yourself. So you can hold that space knowing that he's going to get through it, he's going to forgive her, he's going to move on, he's going to fall in love with you or whatever you want to happen between you two. And you can still do the manifesting principles. If this is the guy that you want to be with, you can still manifest things for him to fall in love with you or for him to be attracted to you unconditionally. In saying that, I believe that if he isn't only focused on you, there's some inner stuff that you need to do, okay? So if you're feeling this way, it's not up to him to change that. It means there's work that you need to do. So when you do your inner work, you'll see that him around you and other people around you will also treat you differently. So if you start doing the inner work in the sense of, I can already tell in the messages that I got and with what you've attracted into your life, you don't love and accept yourself 100%. And therefore, no other guy that you attract to you will also, they will, if I get my words out correctly, you'll always attract people that view you the same way as you view yourself. Which is why I know you don't 100% completely love and accept who you are in this present moment. So what you need to do is do the inner work yourself, do the inner healing yourself, and you will see either that relationship will transform or something better will come along, okay? So in this present moment, your vibrational match to exactly what you've attracted into your life, and only you can change what energy you're letting out compared to what energy you're receiving, and you can hold the space for him to do the same. And then that is where the magic will happen, okay? I hope that makes sense if you get confused with my rambling, because I didn't want to be too, I didn't want to share too much of your story versus who you are. So if you do have any more questions, you know who you are, feel free to message me and I can get more clarity for you. And that is fine. Moving on to question number 2. I'm only choosing 3 because otherwise I'll be here all day. How do I know I'm settling? How do I know I'm settling? That's quite easy. Ask yourself, am I settling? Am I not? You know who you want, you know who you don't want. So it's as simple as that. Like, if you can ask yourself, do I deserve to be treated the way I'm being treated now? It's a good indication, okay? It's a very good indication of if you're settling or not. If you don't believe you deserve it, then the chances are you might be settling. Look for something better or wait for someone better to come along. There's unlimited people. It doesn't matter. More and more people can come to you, okay? That is a very quick answer. Moving on to number 3. And then I want to say something about the first question to give you some more insight and some... Actually, I might do that now before I go into the last question. Okay. Going back to the first question, okay, about him being hurt, his ex ended things and he felt guilty about cheating and stuff like that. There was a whole mixture of things. What I want to say to you is, so for instance, you all know my story. I've been cheated on every single guy except for my now partner. But also what happened is, even though that's not in my radar, so with my partner now, even though he's about to go on deployment in I think a week or 2 weeks time for 6 months, the cheating doesn't enter my mind. I can trust him around other girls 100%, and vice versa. So for instance, his ex, I'm not going to disclose too much, but his ex pretty much did, a lot of people find it unforgivable. Like, his ex pretty much did the worst thing you could possibly do to a partner, and she wasn't good. But the thing is, I would never have known that if we didn't get vulnerable and we were open with each other. He not once has ever treated me out of fear because of his ex. Do you know what I mean? Because I know who I am. I know who I deserve to be. I know who I deserve to have in my life. I know how I deserve to be treated. I knew what I wanted in a partner. I knew what I didn't want in my partner. My energy field was letting off that I want someone that's going to love me and accept me unconditionally, and there's going to be no doubts. I was attracting someone that would be faithful to me no matter what, and that would commit to me, and I was not available to anything else. So even though I believe as adults, yes, we probably have gone through a lot of hurt, we probably do have a little bit of baggage in our that will get triggered, and you can't clear that triggers until you get triggered, and you probably won't get triggered until you have relationships. So even though I believe all of that, because my energy was saying something, and even though my partner has been extremely hurt, and probably that could have scarred him with every single relationship, because I'm not available for it, it doesn't affect us. In fact, it doesn't come out one bit, and there's no fear, there's no doubt, there's no hesitation, there's no any of that. I've just got him 100%, he's got me 100%, and we are 100% committed to each other. With none of all that crap going on, okay, because of how we work with ourselves and how we've healed our energy first, and we're vibrational match to each other, if that makes sense. So going back to that first question is, I believe, yes, as adults, we probably have got a lot of baggage. We do have hurt. There's healing that needs to be done. We can't do the healing to a trigger because we don't know it's there. But in saying that, if you're letting off the same energy system, those same guys can still be 100% committed to you. You don't need to wait or make excuses. There is no excuse. It comes back to what kind of energy you're letting off. Okay, so I'll just go back to what I say to you to do and work on yourself first, and you'll see everything else falls in place. Either the universe will send you someone else in your life that will love and accept you unconditionally, and you're going to fall madly in love and have this best relationship ever, or things will work out with this guy and he will get healing that he needs without you telling him to, or he'll just start getting attracted to you more and more and more because of the energy that you're letting off. Okay, so anything could happen. Okay, anyways, that's my little ramble about that. Going on to the final question, what are your thoughts about going back to your ex? So this is a bit of a debate, and I'll tell you my views on it. Some people will say an ex is an ex for a reason. Heaps of people will tell you to not date an ex again. There's all these reasons why, etc., etc. I'm not going to disagree or agree. So it's a bit of one of those, you'll know what's right for you. So I do believe that if you're thinking about going back to an ex, I think you need to stop and consider, why did you break up? Is it still there? Like, you really need to dig deep in what was going on around that time when you guys split up. But in saying that, yes, I do believe you can be guided back to an ex. But it has to be spiritually aligned action, okay? Because maybe sometimes I think people go back to an ex because it's easier. It is so much easier to sometimes go back to an ex that knows you, you're comfortable with, etc., etc. And that's the easy option. Maybe you're lonely and you're sick and tired of the dating game, or you're sick and tired of waiting, or you're afraid of being lonely. So I think you need to consider why you're thinking about going back with an ex, and then go from there. But if it's what you're getting pulled to do, if it's inspired action that's guiding you to an ex, I'm all for it. And this is why I'm saying that. So when I was manifesting the man of my dreams, I had at the time broken up with my boyfriend that I'm dating now because of a whole number of issues. Nothing because of him, but for personal reasons. I was in the right headspace. I had a lot going on. I freaked out and I broke up with him. And then when I'd gotten my crap together, I'd gone through all the stuff. I've healed what I needed healing for. I started learning all the stuff that I'm teaching now in my course. Every single day I was getting pulled to reach out to my ex. Every single day I was getting pulled and getting connected to my ex again. And that was my inspired action. I was still on, I could have dated anyone else, but that wasn't what I was getting pulled to do. And I tried to think about, but my inspired action was to get back with my ex. And I listened. I was being guided. I listened. Okay, I looked at why we broke up. It wasn't anything to do with him. It wasn't because of our relationship. It was all stuff that was going on inside of me. And then once we got back together, things have been the best. It's exactly what I wanted in a relationship, in a partner. Everything's just completely different, and even he knows the difference between our relationship this time versus the first time, because I'm a different person because of what I've done in the inner, if that makes sense. So I do believe that you can be guided back to an ex, but you got to make sure it's inspired action. You need to make sure it's inspired action versus doing it out of feeling, I don't know, lonely, desperate, the easy option, etc., etc. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So, wrapping it up, okay, and because I rambled on with these 3 questions, I'm going to quickly do an overview of them. And if you do have any more questions, let me know. I will answer them either here, because the replay's up for the next 24 hours, or I'll answer them on the next Q&A. But basically, the first question about someone's boyfriend needing some healing, should you suggest a professional or wait, or etc. I believe in healing yourself, working on yourself so you attract someone that loves and accepts you unconditionally, and hold the space for him to find himself and for him to do the healing without you forcing him to. Because if you force him to self-healing, it will backfire and he probably won't appreciate it very much. And in saying that, yes, I won't do the whole entire conversation again, otherwise I'll be here for an hour. Second question, how do I know I'm settling? Simply ask yourself, do I deserve to be treated the way I'm being treated? Do I deserve this relationship? If the answer is yes, chances are you're probably not settling and he's probably a good guy for you. Third question, what are your thoughts about going back to an ex? Depending on the headspace that you're in about going back to an ex, if it comes from desperation, loneliness, it's easier, etc., then no, it will never last. The same issue is going to happen and it won't last. And eventually you're going to be back where you are now. But if it's inspired action from the inner work that you're doing and from doing the manifesting principles, then yes, I believe that you can go back to your next and it can be in happily ever after. Super exciting. So reminder, the cart opens today for Attract the Man of Your Dreams live interactive class. So feel free to sign up today if you're feeling pulled. If not, that's okay. You'll still get all my live streams, but it's a better price at the moment. Beta, I always get confused how that's saying. So now's the time, because the next time I open it's going to be double the price. So there we go, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Bye.